Alright, I'll try to be as loud as I can be. I hope the wind doesn't bother this video. I'll be doing a comparison video, then later on I'm going to start doing live Q&A and stuff like that later on my channel. And I'll give you guys an update on that, and live Q&A on Facebook. So if you're not friends with me on Facebook, or you don't use Facebook, then you don't have to worry about it. If you do use Facebook, it's just my name, Brian Richard McClurg, just my middle name. So if you look me up, you can just friend me and I'll accept it. But here's a comparison video. We're going to go through the Longprimers. Now this is the thin line, this is the 43, this is the 53, and this is the Sovereign, which you can see is quite a bit bigger footprint, but you can see all the footprints are a little bit different. And then you have the 52, I believe this is the 52, this is with the buttero calfskin. And then you have, no, this is the 52, I think this is the 51, so you got the 52, and this is, you can see that I have it on the box. And the reason I do is because calfskin easily, if it's not embossed and it's more of this ironed calfskin, which this Mariva calfskin is, it has a tendency to be easily embossed by whatever it's sitting on for a long period of time. I know I wasn't going to put it on here for a long period of time, but I figured I'd do that just in case. So what you have here in thickness, you're going to have the same thickness of GSM paper, which is 36 GSM. On the 52, you're going to have the same on the 53, okay? Now you'll see it really thin when you have 28 GSM on the thin line. And then when you come to the Sovereign, you have GSM of 38. I do not like this paper. And I mean, it's great for like writing notes. It's just the feel of it is not, it's lost, it's not smooth. It doesn't have that nice soft texture to it when you're reading your Bible. So I use this kind of like, I just put a lot of notes in it. And I want to use it, I try to use it, but it's so enormous. I'm not a big fan of the Sovereign. Some people love it. This one here is the 51, the buttero calfskin, and I believe this one has, I want to say 32 GSM. So you got 32 GSM, and then of course the 52 and the 53 are going to have the same, which is 36 GSM. Your Sovereign has 38 GSM. Okay, footprint. So this one is going to be a little bit thinner. What I don't like is just, I don't like paste offs too much. But this one ain't too expensive, if I remember right. This one my wife uses now. I art gilded it for her with purple under gold. So this is what she uses, even though my name's embossed in the front. And then the Sovereign edition, of course, has a wide margin to it, which is good. So I mean, it does have its use, and I'm sure I'll use it one day because it's built very, very well. I mean, the paper on it is just not to my liking. The print's a little bit more bold than the 53. It just has a bolder print, kind of like, you know, a blackface or something like that. If you've ever seen a alum blackface, it's just a bolder print. Or this one's a little bit easier on the eyes because it's not as bold. So I actually prefer this over the print of the Sovereign, where it's too bold. And then, of course, this is going to have the same as the 53, this thin line, but the paper's much thinner. And what I like about that is both of these have really soft paper. The 53, the 52. This paper is at 32 GSM. It just doesn't. It's soft, but it just has a weird kind of cheap feel to it. I really don't like it too much. So this one is probably the cheapest feeling long primer available, but it's still not a bad buy if you can get a good deal on one. I don't recommend it though. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't recommend it. My wife loves this thing. I don't like it at all. Well, I don't like it too much. But this is my really my favorite long primer. I really don't have a favorite. The ones I use the most, of course, is the thin line. My 53. I read it through that one once, and it's doing pretty good. I mean, it's still holding up. It's got a really dark red, but that's because I added some art gilding to it. Cause I like really red art gilds. So yeah, so this one's already been read through once, no problems. I've noticed already on this one, I would not recommend a thin line to somebody that's buying a brand new one, or their first Allen Bible. Hopefully they didn't see that. Oh, that card's no good anyways. I use that for underlining, so I'm worried about it. I'm like, this is not even, that's a prepaid gift card. Okay, let's see here. But I want to show you what's going on here in the back if I don't ruin it. Trying to get that because it is windy out here, guys. But I wanted to do this real quick. You see that separation? Now it should stay together because it's good down here. I know how to repair this myself with some bookbinding material, but this right here is already happening just because I use my Bibles. I fold them up, you know, roll them up like a newspaper. I do the same with this one. I haven't had no separation at all. I guess you take my word for that, or in another video I'll show you. This Sovereign, it just seems like it's built like a tank. It reminds me of like a church Bible publisher Bible. This is my other. This one is one you'd love to. This is probably the softest. It's just in the thickest leather. This one right here, I love to hold and read. This is like a good reading Bible. I don't want to mark in it. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to read out of it. It's just like butter in your hand. So this is probably my favorite to read out of. This one. With the red liner's kind of stiff, a lot stiffer than if you get a navy blue liner. This one's a real soft lambskin. I believe this is lambskin, but they have to, dye that red. So there's difference in texture and feel in all of these. But what I would say, if you're going to buy your first Allen, you might as well go with the classic, because you're going to have the soft and real nice paper. It's not going to be too thick like the Sovereign. It's going to be a little bit less expensive, and I think you'll really, really enjoy it. Now, if you want one that's a little bit softer, what color would you go with? Go with brown or black. I don't have a black one on me except for this one. Yeah, I do. So this would be the same thing, but it just has the liner, or the way they dye the navy blue liner, it's just real soft, real soft. This has a plasticky feel to it, to that liner, for the red. I still like it though, personally. Now, if you want the softest of the LPs, of the Longprimers, if you're gonna make your first purchase, like I said, either don't get a thin line, because they have some kinks they need to work out, and I'm sure they will. I'd go with the 53, or I would go with the 52. Less expensive, but it's gonna be the softest of all the Longprimers. So I hope this helps. Real quick video. I'm gonna upload it, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Thank you.